All right, all right. Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer Podcast. As always, I'm Eric. He hate me 702, and the man to my right, to my left, whatever fucking way he is. Go ahead.
Jeremy with a G.
You think by now I'd get this shit?
Man,
What you sipping on? What kind of cup you got? Love wins. You don't believe that shit. You do not believe that at all.
No, not really.
Not really at all. All right, so we got some stuff to talk about today. We got Derek Carr's contract. We're gonna let Jeremy talk about that. Jeremy probably has delved deep into it, and we'll let him talk more about that. We'll get my thoughts on it, but let him talk about it. We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. The playing games have been well. Hold on. Strike that. I can watch Minnesota versus the LA Clippers for 7 fucking games. They've been very good, very good. Hawks, Cavs, that was good. I thought the game was over. We'll talk about that later. We're gonna get into Baker Mayfield's horrible fucking interview. I sat through it. It took me a day and a half. My fiance said it wasn't that bad. I just didn't like it. I just did not like the setup. I didn't like anything about it. We're gonna get into the Golden Knight season. Bam! Sup, Sam? We're gonna get into the Golden Knight season because they still have a playoff shot, if I'm not mistaken. And then last but not least, we're gonna do the Spence versus whatever the fucking other dude's name is, Ugas. You got the dude that beat Pacquiao when I told y'all Spence was going to whoop his ass. That guy. They fight tonight. And it's going to be live. Check our Twitter. Make sure you're following our Twitter because I am going to be tweeting like that motherfucker like crazy. I might be watching my granddaughter too, so we don't even know. Jeremy, you got anything you want to say? How's your week, man, before we get into this?
Been another week.
Just to let you know, Jeremy received a surprise payment over the week that surprised the shit out of both of us. So
yeah, I had to go pay the gangsters at the fucking IRS.
all of the original issues are solved. So sooner rather than later, probably be within the next week or 2 weeks. I know I've been keeping contact with him. He wants to get home from his travels and everything. We'll be having a third person join us more regularly, and he was actually one of the original creators of the Benchwarmers. We've talked about him on this podcast before, and yeah, I said he was bitchmate, but so yeah. Jeremy, anything else you want to say? But it was a surprise to both of us. I still got to file my taxes, so don't start talking shit about the IRS yet.
Bro, you better hurry up.
I got the
2 days.
It's the 18th. I know.
Yeah.
I don't owe money.
If you mail anything, it's got to be postmarked by the 18th.
Oh fuck! I'm not mailing shit. I'm doing it on Turbo. Who the fuck mails taxes still?
Me, because I want them to take as long as they fucking possibly can to get their motherfucking money. Look, the lady when I dropped off the check at the post office, the lady was like, "Oh, it's going to take 3 days." I turned around, I said, "You can make it take 3 fucking months. I don't care, as long as it's postmarked by Monday."
Oh well, I don't have to pay the IRS. I'm not going to pay them, so I'm not worried. I actually made less money than I did at Title Max for the year because I was just a store manager for most of the year, and I still get to claim Quentin because he hasn't started working.
Even when I was out of work for a year, I still made more than I did on my base salary at the auction.
Yeah, because you got that fucking big ass unemployment. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the intro. I'm still working on a new intro. Well, I'm not working on, the list is, but yeah.
I need to work on one.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the old school. All right. So first things up, we're gonna talk first. I'm gonna let y'all know. We're gonna talk first about Derek Carr's contract because I did say there was a rumor that he wanted $30 to $45 million. I didn't look into the details. I'm gonna let Jeremy tell what exactly are the details of the contract. And but it seems like he kind of got the money that he wanted, but you had to pay him because Devontae Adams showed up. So they weren't going to release him. That was the main reason why they got him. Jeremy, go ahead and tell us. What's his contract, buddy?
Well, I mean, his contract was a 3-year extension for what, 121.5, which that yearly average breaks down to the 40.5 that everybody keeps touting that Derek Carr is getting fucking paid. And
but we know that's not how that shit goes.
He's not even coming that close to 40 million until 2024.
2 years away. Because this year is 19 million.
So this year is technically they lowered his base salary.
Whoa. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Welcome, buddy. Thank you for the comment. If you're new to us on Twitch, go ahead and hit that follow button. We really appreciate that. We're trying to get to those 50 followers on Twitch. Go ahead.
But I like how they say they're pissing away money. Derek Carr's base salary for 2022 is 17.3 million.
Howdy, David. Yeah, but that's on his old contract. So
that's what his old contract, his base salary was 19.
So this year is not.
They lowered his base salary, gave him the signing money, but his yearly cap hit is 24.9 for this season. But they have the option to move on from him after this season.
Yeah, but now they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh, but they're not going to.
Why not? I mean, fuck. If you move on from him after this season, 23's dead cap hit is 5.6, 24 is 3.7, and 25 is 1.8.
But they're not going to move on from him because that's how they got Devontae Adams.
Right.
Devontae Adams wanted to play with Derek Carr. They're not. Look, I'm okay. What are your thoughts on the contract before I get into my thoughts on the contract?
I mean, I think it's an extremely team-friendly contract.
Early exit, easy way to get off of it.
And it for the first 2 years, it puts him right where I said it was going to be.
Yeah, and if he plays well, they keep him.
Right. And I mean, they could, by the time 23 gets here, 33 million is going to be in around 16, 17, 18 paid quarterbacks.
Sam, it depends on how tall you are. But depending on how tall you are, we need to put on about 100 pounds on you. And then you should be good. I mean, if I was 7 foot tall, I'd be in the NBA.
Well, I don't know. I like the contract. It allows the team to do other things.
I agree with that. Once I saw the contract details, I liked it a little more than what I initially thought. But I'm gonna go back to this guy's comment right here. Carr isn't a top 15 QB in the league, so they're pissing away money. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, teams are pissing away money regardless. There are a lot of quarterbacks that are getting fucking stupid ass contracts for no goddamn reason. Carson Wentz, dumbass fucking contract when he got it.
I mean, look at Watson. He got 230 million.
30 million guaranteed. Now,
and he had 22 accusations against him at the time they gave him the contract.
Again, you're 100% right, and we don't know what kind of player he's going to be. When Matt Ryan,
the last time he played, he was 4-12.
Yeah, exactly. When Matt Ryan got his contract, he was overrated. Fucking everybody remember Joe Flacco? I'm sorry, Matthew Stafford. And again, I know these are older contracts and they don't look bad now, but at the time they were fucking huge. Like Joe Flacco had to get paid, but that was the best year he ever had and the best playoffs he ever had. Matt Ryan got his contract, and that's great. He was an MVP or whatever, and he took him to the Super Bowl. That's fucking awesome. But realistically, after they got paid, they didn't do shit. Matt Stafford never did shit. Jared Goff had his worst seasons. Carson Wentz got traded fucking twice. So, I mean, Deshaun Watson. I'm going to even talk shit. Fucking Patrick Mahomes. We had to get rid of Tyreek Hill. And now fucking receivers want QB money. So now you're fucked. Like the way that the system is right now, they have kind of fucked. I completely look, I've already debated that multiple times, but I completely agree with you. But still, you paid him $100 million in a fucking contract when that was one of the most expensive contracts at the time. So that takes money from other places. So yes, to be fair to Stafford, once he got to a situation that was beneficial to him, he thrived 100%. But he still didn't do shit in Detroit. Yes, he didn't have anybody, but he still got paid and still wasn't a top 15. Well, he probably was a top 15. No, he wasn't. Fuck that. No, the fuck he wasn't. He only had 2 fucking winning seasons in Detroit. So, this is they're now put in a position where you have no choice. The Raiders had no choice but to pay Derek Carr $121 million. The reason why is Devontae Adams showed up. Devontae Adams specifically wanted to play with Derek Carr. That's why they got him. So I'm guaranteeing you they took Devontae Adams like, yo, I want Derek Carr to stay. That's my guy. Yes, they made very, very easy outs for their contract. But also, your quarterback is the most important position in the league. You got to pay him more than Devontae Adams. That's a receiver. You got to. So I think the NFL in whole, the owners are completely fucking themselves with the way the new money is. We saw this in the NFL or in the NBA when all that money came out and fucking Tyler Johnson got $52 million. And what's his name? Luol Deng is still getting paid by the damn Lakers. We've seen this happen before where the contracts get extremely huge. But there's a lot of not top 15 quarterbacks that are about to get fucking paid. And that's because these receivers are getting paid. And in a year or two, not saying Tyreek Hill is not going to put up the numbers or stats that he did, but in a year or two, that contract may not look so good for Miami. But they're going to have to pay somebody for quarterback. They're going to either have to pay Tua or they're going to have to find a quarterback and pay him. So I just think they're all kind of fucking up. Listen, I'm not saying Carr's a bad quarterback. I've been on this podcast many of times defending Carr. I would love to see as many people, and I became a bigger fan of Carr, and I'm a diehard KC fan. So I became a bigger fan of Carr after the Henry Ruggs situation, the way he handled that. But Carr has gotten a bad rap. I've debated his stats with other people against top 20 quarterbacks, top 10 quarterbacks. He may not be a top 15, but he's on that threshold. And again, if we're going to be fair to Matthew Stafford, we got to be fair to Carr. Who the fuck has he ever had to throw to? Yes, Renfro is amazing. Waller is amazing, but both of those became good with Carr. Who the fuck? Let's see what he does with Devontae Adams. Let's see what happens if Devontae Adams and they can throw to him and he goes off. People might, and also how many coaches he's had. And let's be fair, he had fucking John Gruden. Okay? Just having John Gruden alone, that is a fucking negative. That takes off a lot of points. Like him being able to perform having John Gruden is good. And y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. John Gruden had 1 winning season in Tampa Bay or 2 winning seasons in Tampa Bay after he won the Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear shit. Okay. Anything else on his contract? True, I want $200K after taxes just to pay off my house and have enough to fix it off. Buddy, I want all of that. So, I agree with you.
So after we factor everything in, guaranteed money, whatever, his average salary comes out to $37 million.
Yeah. And what's his guarantee?
It was only 24.9 total.
So NFL contracts don't fucking matter because they only care about your guarantee. So if they cut him in 2 years, they'd have paid him. How much did you say his guaranteed was?
24.9
plus the 2-year seasons. So they'd have paid him $60 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but it's not really that big a deal. It is not that big a deal. It's not at all. And again, in the AFC West,
essentially, if he sucks this season, they could essentially get rid of him and have a dead cap hit of less than anybody else in the league.
Again, he's not going to suck.
I'm just saying.
The only issue I have, and I told you, is Josh McDaniels. I know a lot of people
it's Derek Carr. You never know which Derek Carr you're going to get.
Doesn't matter. A lot of people are going to trip out and go, "Oh, this is fucking stupid." I'm telling you guys right now, the Raiders are the second best team in the AFC. I've been saying that they were the second best team in the AFC last year. I don't give a fuck what everybody says about Justin Herbert.
No, the professionals say they're poor.
I'm gonna tell you right off. Fuck the professionals. Fuck them. I'm gonna tell motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. I don't trust Justin Herbert, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with fucking Derek Carr. I mean, Eric Carr, Russell Wilson with the Denver thing. I'm not 100% positive on
Well, he
that.
just bought a $20 million home.
I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about the new coach and
with
everything.
a 9-car garage.
So I think that's because he's at Sierra. They can afford that shit. No, the Jaguars didn't ruin. Look, the Jaguars fucked up everything.
Yeah, the Jaguars definitely ruined the market.
No, the Jaguars didn't ruin the market. Okay, fucking the Chiefs did. They gave Patrick Mahomes $40 fucking million. He was the first quarterback to get $40 fucking million.
Well, it's as far as the quarterback market, but other market, the Jaguars.
Yeah, but of course, but because of that, you now have their high receivers. Look at the highest paid quarterbacks going to be this year, and then look at the receivers from last year. All of them are making fucking bank. All of them are going to make bank. And Travis Kelce won't, but because he's going to go on the downside. I don't think he's going to make $30 million a year. But all of them are going to make bank. You're going to continually see this. Didn't Chris Godwin just get fucking paid?
I don't remember.
By the Buccaneers. Cooper Kupp's about to make money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not. No,
did you know Derek Carr got a fine in 2020?
No. Why would I know that?
I didn't know that, and I've been a Raiders fan for 34 fucking years.
Can you trust anybody with the last name Herbert? I don't trust Herbert. You're right. I don't trust. And by the way, you got to check out our Madden series. It's up on both of our Twitch channels. I'll have the videos out later on our YouTube channel. Me and Sam went head to head this week, and it came down to the fucking wire. It was 15-15 in the fourth quarter. It came down to the wire. Fair play. He used some mental trickery on me on that game. Tyreek Hill had 830 yards the game before. So my whole entire mindset was on Tyreek Hill. I forgot he had Travis Kelce on the field. So he fucked me on that. Like Tyreek Hill, I don't think had a catch. But still, my mindset was on Tyreek Hill the whole game. The whole game. So, all right. Let's go NBA playoffs real quick. Because I'm in my Sixers jersey because the playoffs are starting today. I can't wait. Well, you know what? I don't even like the playoffs started fucking Tuesday. They can kiss my ass. Damn the NBA. I don't care what the NBA says. I watched the play-in games. Those were playoff fucking games. Fuck the NBA. What is it then? If it's not the playoffs, what is it? It's not the regular season, then what the fuck is it?
What? So
the play-in tournament is not the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also not the playoffs. Your stats don't count in the playoffs for the playoffs. So what fucking is it?
It's a play-in tournament.
Okay. So is that the playoffs or the regular season?
It's neither.
But I mean, if the playoffs start when the playoffs start, then in the regular season can't technically end until you have all the teams in the playoffs. So in retrospect, the play-in tournament would be the end of the regular season. It's not wild card.
Essentially, it's like wild card weekend.
But it's not. Yeah, I know. But anyway, the play-in was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can watch 7 games of the Timberwolves versus the Clippers. I loved the Hawks and the Cavaliers last night. I missed the Hawks comeback. I was driving home from work, got stuck in traffic. The Pelicans Clippers game was good last night. I feel sorry for Clippers fans because Paul George was out. The Cavaliers, they just weren't ready for it. They came out on fire. Pelicans, all I know is the Lakers should be goddamn embarrassed. Lakers should be fucking embarrassed. You got the Clippers with no Kawhi and Paul George for most of the fucking season. You got the fucking Pelicans who didn't have Zion, didn't have CJ McCollum for half the damn season or 3/4 of the season, and they're in the fucking playoffs. You got, just in the way, you had the Spurs who the fuck? Most people can't name anybody of the Spurs. I know they got DeJounte Murray. I know he was an all-star. I know they got Keldon Johnson. I know they got some players, but most people can't name anybody in the fucking Spurs. So Pelicans did. Pelicans got you lots of cash. North Sports Dynasty. What's up, buddy? Make sure you hit that follow if you're not already followed. Thank you very much. Trying to get to 50 followers. Game 163 from baseball. Fair point, but isn't game 163 from baseball the wild card? I don't know how that works. I'm not even getting that. I'm not even getting that shit right now because we're not talking baseball. That's gonna go down a hole. And I'm high, so we can go down multiple rabbit holes right now. So so back to the playoffs. So now we got right now, Sixers play at 3 p.m. They play the Raptors. We got the Jazz and the Mavericks, and Luka is out game 1. That's huge.
Why is he out?
Huh?
Why is he out?
He's got a calf injury. He got a calf injury in the last game of the season. So Luka's out game 1, and that is a fucking huge thing for them because without Luka, they're fucked. And they're playing the Jazz with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. So, I mean, I'm going to give that game 1. We got the Hawks and the Heat, the Bucks and the Bulls. Oh, that's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jazz, Mavericks, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Raptors, Sixers, Nuggets, Warriors. So, and then we got, and I mean, the Nuggets, again, are a team that's ravaged by injuries. They don't have Jamal Murray. They don't have Michael Porter. They might have the MVP, even though I think that should be Joel Embiid. That's as y'all can see, I got my Sixers gear on right now. Game 163 is a tiebreaker. Okay, I can get with that. Got a follow up. Thank you. We will definitely return that follow too as soon as we get off this. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. So, and then we got the Hawks and the Heat tomorrow. Nets, Celtics, Bulls, Bucks, Pelicans, Suns. I already went and said my predictions last week, but I got the Clippers wrong because I said the Clippers would be in, and I got the Nets and the Hawks right. So I think I had the Pelicans wrong too because I think I had said the Spurs would be in. So all I'm going to say right now is real talk. I want the Jazz. I want the Mavericks to go, but I think the Jazz are going to win. I think the Grizzlies are going to win. I think that's going to be an easy series, even though I said the Timberwolves in 7 just on Twitter just to talk some shit. I think I got the Sixers. Of course, I got the Sixers in the series. I got the Warriors beating the shit out of the Nuggets. I got the Heat beating the Hawks. This is the problem with the Heat beating the Hawks. I keep underestimating the fucking Hawks, and they keep proving me fucking wrong. But there's only been like 3 8 seeds that have beat a 1 seed, so I think I'm good on this saying that the Hawks will win. The Heat will win. I got the Nets beating the Celtics in a 7-game series. I got the Bucks killing the Bulls, and I got the Suns beating the Pelicans. So I mean, I don't have any major upsets besides the Nets, but I don't think that's a major upset because if the Nets were healthy and Kyrie Irving could play, that's not a 7 seed. So that's like when you do 2K rebuilds like I do. That's what you do when you become a 7 seed for no reason because NBA 2K simulation is fucking stupid and you got a ton of fucking people and you make up stories in your head like, yeah, we're a dangerous 7 seed, and then you go and destroy motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what happened with the Nets. Are you gonna make your predictions for the first round? You want to talk about them?
Well, I thought we did.
Yeah, but the predictions have changed now.
I'm checking. The only ones that changed for me was Boston and Brooklyn.
Okay. So just shout them out again for people that weren't on last week.
So the West, I have Phoenix, Dallas, Golden State, and Memphis.
Okay, does the Luka injury change anything? Because Luka's on Dallas.
I'm still going to go with Dallas.
Okay. And then who you got in the East?
So I have Miami, the Sixers. These last four changed.
What are you eating over there, Kansas? How are you finding food?
I think I'm going to have to go Milwaukee. And I'm going to go with Brooklyn. Nice.
Okay. So Sam's got Nets over Celtics. Suns will clap the cheeks off of any team they face. AZ card Phoenix Suns on God. I'm not even going to lie. I want the Suns to win the championship. I think they got a great chance in the West. The only team I think they're going to have trouble with in the West, if they face them, is going to be the Warriors. I think that is going to be an amazing series if they face each other. And I know, so that's the only way they face each other is West Conference Finals because the Warriors are the 3 seed, right? Yeah. So I think that's going to be an amazing series. But I don't think anybody can deal with the Suns. Booker's on a mission, Paul's on a mission, and Aiden's
are these best of 7?
Yeah, all of them are best of 7. So, and Aiden's trying to get paid. So I completely agree with you. I think the Suns are going to win. But, yeah, I'm rooting for Chris Paul, point guard. I'm rooting for that. Spence versus, how do you pronounce that dude's name?
I don't know.
Okay, his name, Ugas. So I don't know if you guys follow boxing. I love boxing. I was talking about Triple G last week. Spence versus this guy's name. I can't pronounce it. I'm horrible with names. I've heard it like 17 times, and I've still forgot how to pronounce it. Can we do Google search? Let's see if we can do this live. Let's do Google search. Ugas. Okay. No, go back, buddy. Okay.
Bennett Ugas.
Pronunciation. Okay, there we go. Dude, I don't want it on YouTube. Why can't y'all just no? Never mind. It's not. I thought it would bring up. You said it. Whatever you said. Anyway, so I told y'all when Spence was gonna fight Pacquiao that Spence was gonna whoop the shit out of Pacquiao. I told everybody. Y'all came in my next in the comments. All the Pacquiao fans came there. I told everybody Spence was gonna whoop Pacquiao. Now I don't know about this fight. My biggest thing with Pacquiao and Spence was the age difference. I don't know. Spence has only fought once in 2 years. So, I mean, they talk about the 18-month layoff or whatever that Pacquiao had. Spence hasn't fought in a while. I know Spence is young and I know he's a lion, but this dude is unpredictable. And to take that fight on short notice and to do what he did to Pacquiao, it's going to be a barn burner. There's going to be moments where they're going to be technical, and there's going to be moments where they're going to be in the pocket just going at it. If it is a knockout, Spence will win. But I don't feel strong enough that the other guy is going to be able to stop Spence or beat Spence or take that record. And I'm pulling for Spence because I want Spence and Terrence Crawford. I want that smoke. So I'm going to say Spence does it. Spence says he's the best he's ever been. He looks good. He feels good. I don't know how that eye surgery reacts and the crash. So I'm going to say it's going to be a decision. I'm going to say split decision, Spence. You got any predictions on this?
I think it's going to go to a decision, but I think I'm going to go with Ugas.
Ugas, that's his name. Ugas. So I know y'all probably looking at the comments like, how the fuck?
You know, I like the underdogs.
I know you like the underdogs, and this is Pacquiao still in the game. Nah, Pacquiao retired. Pacquiao, he completely retired. He should have. He was 43 when he fought, I think. So, I mean, like just that wear and tear in all those divisions. And again, there's certain things that happen. When you get old, trust me, I know, I'm 40. When you get old, you start to fucking slow down. Shit aches for no reason. I still overestimate the fuck out of myself. I overestimated myself yesterday when I went and got a security gate with some dude at one of the stores, thinking that I was fucking. That shit was so heavy, it almost killed us. It smacked him in the face, but not me. I was smart. So yeah, I definitely think Spence. I'm gonna be watching it. I want Spence to win. I want Spence and Terrence Crawford. I want that fight, and after this, that's the only other fight that makes sense for both of them. That's gonna be a super fight. So. Yeah, I'm watching it. It should be on the link that we got. And that's all where I've been watching all the NBA games too.
Where I watch everything.
Yeah, exactly. Same. Shout out to the Real Guy Podcast, Real Talk Guy Podcast.
Except it wouldn't let us watch the fucking college basketball.
Nah, I didn't even. Yeah. You know what? I was watching it. I'm not, and it's amazing that we won that because I'm not I'm not a big college basketball fan. I'm not a big college sports fan at all. I'm not. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I pay attention to it. It's just like I haven't seen any of these kids play that are coming in the draft. I may have seen a couple of them. But yeah, I'm just same thing with basketball. I'm not a big college sports fan. I know most of my stuff from NBA in the draft because of 2K, because of the downloaded rosters. So Golden Knights, what's going on? Tell us, are we making the playoffs?
So we're in. There's 4 teams fighting for a playoff spot.
Yes, I know the Kings are there too, right?
We're in 4th.
What do we need to happen?
We have 87 points. The Kings have 88, and we have a game in hand.
What does that mean?
We have one more game to play than the Kings.
Okay.
Our only way into the playoffs is that extra game.
Do we play the Kings?
We have to keep pace with the Kings throughout the rest of our games, and then that extra game is our only way into the playoffs.
Who else is in front of us? And how many games do we have left?
We have 7.
Oh fuck! I was hoping you said like 2.
No.
Mamas.
Let me pull it up here.
Mamas, come here. Come here, Kansas. I know Quentin's awake. I know. Come on. I got to start getting a whole bunch of UNLV stuff now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Congrats.
I'm so happy about that. So happy for him. Especially since I didn't push him to do what he did. He graduated high school last year. And I was just basically like, figure out what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to push you. Like, enjoy your time off. You're good. And then he's just like, yeah, I want to go to UNLV. I'm like, cool. Okay. So do you think we make the playoffs? And if we do make the playoffs, do we have any shot?
If we make the playoffs, I think we're the scariest team that the others can play.
Even with Leonard in the goal?
I don't think Leonard's going to be in goal.
Thank fucking God.
He just came back to Vegas because there's someone in his family sick. So they have Logan Thompson and the goalie from the Silver Knights now with them in
couple
Canada.
Games I've watched of them.
Huh?
Couple games I've watched of him. He's given up a lot of fucking goals.
So here's my thing. The entire team plays better when Leonard's not in the net.
No shit, because they know they're not going to lose. I mean, he gives up fucking football scores. Shit.
I'm trying to find a playoff.
Gives up fucking golf scores. +6. Fucking gave up 3 goals in 1 period.
Where's it at?
Add one more topic. We're going to talk about James Harden because I can't talk about the NBA playoffs and not talk about James Harden. Because he's on my Sixers.
Sorry, I'm looking for the...
No, you good.
But have you ever watched lacrosse?
Once or twice.
Bro, look at these motherfucking goalies. That's their pads.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, what?
I'm not a big lacrosse fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I don't get the sport.
Bro, look at this motherfucker.
Where are the Knights in the standing anyway? This guy asked.
The Knights are... They would be... What, 11th?
Mamas, come here. Well, they're 4th in their division. Yep.
So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, They're 8th in the Western Conference.
I got 9.
Do you?
Yeah, I got
Did I miss one?
Avalanche, Wild. I got the Avalanche, the Flames, the
Oh yeah,
Wild,
9.
the
9.
Blues. Yeah, Oilers, Predators, Stars, Kings, then the Golden Knights. So it'd be 9th in the division.
Yeah.
On the conference.
So we're 1 point behind the
Kings.
Kings with a game in hand. I mean, at one point for like 20 fucking games, we had an AHL roster because of injuries.
Really, honestly, just not being a diehard fan, looking at it from the outside in and knowing kind of what's going on, it was a surprise that they became where they became. The whole city got behind them. And then I think some of the moves that they made, they kind of realized they didn't win. So I think they kind of realized, and they like trading Fleury was completely horrible. I just think that was because of their heart. He wanted to retire there. I think there was a lot of it. And I think that just kind of took away some of the glamour from the team. So they're still right now, they're not going in a full rebuild, but they're getting rid of some of their older players because remember, they were expansion players that they drafted. So they're getting rid of a lot of them, trying to get younger, and they're just taking a step back. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and I mean they've had so many injuries this season. I'm surprised they're even in the hunt for the playoffs.
And then they have Leonard.
And the only reason they're in the hunt for the playoffs is because of Logan Thompson's goalie play.
And then they have Leonard.
That fucking piece of shit.
Okay, so I can't talk about the playoffs without talking about James Harden because I'm a Sixers fan and James Harden's on my team this year. So what do I think about James Harden? Okay, real quick rundown. James Harden's a great regular. I don't even say James Harden's a great regular season player. James Harden might be the scariest scorer I've ever seen in my life. You could say he flops all the time. You can say he goes for contact. You can say the new NBA rules stopped him from being as dominant as what he was. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. The dude found ways to score, and that's all that matters. Yes, he has consistently choked in the playoffs. But at the same time, with his chokes, that he so-called chokes, a lot of those are kind of fucked up. So, like, for instance, the choke against in the Warriors, where they had a historically bad Game 7. After being up 3-2. Remember, Chris Paul didn't play. So injuries. Injuries played a factor into that. When he had Dwight Howard and he hasn't played good. He didn't fucking like Dwight Howard. When he didn't like Chris Paul. He didn't like playing with Russell Westbrook. He was injured playing in the games with Milwaukee. So I would not say he would choke. I think the problem is he's just a scorer. And when you get to Game 7, when you get to the playoffs, scoring becomes harder. They know all your weaknesses, they know your deficiencies, they know everything about it, and they're focusing on that. So you're not running up and down. I think him having Joel Embiid helps. Do I think we have a shot to win the championship? Yes, I definitely do. Do I think it's going to be because of James Harden? Fuck no. I'm gonna tell y'all who the most important player, 2 most important players on the playoff roster right now is Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris, and this is why. We know who James Harden is. We know there are going to be playoff games that he fucking disappears. We know this. And we know this because they're going to ramp up the offense on him. If Tobias Harris can step up as a third scorer and Embiid can still be doing what he's been doing the whole regular season and stay healthy, that's going to open up for James Harden. Now,
what
James
about Tyrese
Harden.
Maxey?
Oh, no. Tyrese Maxey's going to do his thing. I'm not worried about that. The problem that we also, like, if you watch the playoff games, Tobias Harris is just fucking disappearing. And nobody talks shit about him. Yeah, there's some game. He gets paid $34 fucking million a year. He's not like, he's not like, you're a role player. No, motherfucker, you get paid star money. You're not a superstar, but your ass negotiated your contract. You need to we need to see you in these playoffs. Tyrese Maxey, I think, is going to do a fabulous job. I'm not as worried about him because, again, he's going to show out. I'm kind of worried about because he's going to take some of that pressure off of Harden, and with the focusing on Harden, he's going to get wide open shots. But we need somebody else to step up. You see what I'm saying? We're going to need, especially to go deep in the playoffs, because when you're looking at the roster, okay, The Raptors. I'm Fred VanVleet. I'm not really that worried about the Raptors. I should be, but I'm not. But moving forward, then we got Miami. Miami's got Kyle Lowry. They got Jimmy Butler. They got Tyler Hero. They got some fucking dogs. They got Bam Adebayo. Like, they got some very, very good defensive squad members. Do you see what I'm saying? And we're going to need that guy to step the fuck up in that. If we go and play Milwaukee or Brooklyn, again, we're going to need Tobias to step the fuck up. Tyrese can step up. He's going to, 16 points? He's a young guy. Yeah, I want him to step up, but I need Tyrese to play like a $34 fucking million player. I need a couple games where I can look at that motherfucker and go, yes, let's do it. And if we could get 15 to 18 points out of him on a regular basis, 20 points out of Harden, 15 to 18 points out of Maxey, 25 points, 28 points out of Joel, I think we're good. We still got Tybull. And we got Danny Green spotting up, hitting those threes. So I think we should be good. But I'm not as worried about James Harden because I think with the team that we have, we can take a lot of pressure off of him. As long as Maxey continues to go and Tyrese steps up. Tobias. If he doesn't step up, we might be in trouble. Because they might be just say, we're not going to stop Embiid. There's not a lot of people that are designed. Well, there are. Bam Adebayo, Giannis. Pascal. So, I mean, really, we got 3 big men that we could possibly be paying on a regular basis. And if we get to the finals, Aiden. So we need the power forward / small forward and James Harden to come together and step up. That's all I'm going to say on that. Last but not least, oh fucking boy!
I could not look. I tried to watch it this morning. I couldn't get through half of it.
Listen to me. It took me a day and a half. I would listen to it when I was in the shower. I would listen to it on my way to work, and then I would do the same thing on my way home. And it's only an hour and 33 minutes. So if nobody saw the Baker Mayfield interview, it's on the You Know Nothing or You Never Know YNK YouTube channel. Just search Baker Mayfield interview. The host name is Mike. They're doing it from Austin, Texas. Apparently, one of the guys there knows Baker from college. And the other dude, they rented a house in his community. So I didn't take notes on this. I should have. I was thinking the whole time I should have been taking notes. But the problem that we have is I haven't been watching NFL as close as I should be. I don't either. And I live in Vegas, so it's okay. That's why we got Jeremy. We watch a lot of different sports. So, like, he doesn't watch much NBA. I love NBA. He watches the NHL. We both watch boxing. We both watch football. And then he pays more attention to baseball, and we both watch the WNBA. But he pays more attention to the particulars of the WNBA, like the draft and everything like that. So, first thing, I'm not mad at the person that was interviewed with him. I think they did. I think, of course, they had, if he came on our show, they would talk and say, hey, I don't want to go into this. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into this. No problem. Not mad at him. And I'm not going to talk a lot of shit because my podcast isn't the best and I probably suck at interviewing, and a lot of things that happen, people are probably going to say about me too. But again, I'm not interviewing Baker Mayfield with a fucking mullet. Okay? So I mean, that's my first issue. Second issue, when do you go to an interview to sit on a couch with your ball sack just hanging out? 7 minutes into the damn interview, they're like, hey, Baker, we're getting some ball shots. So I'm like, okay, this completely sets the tone of the interview. This is not going to be real. This is going to be like a fraternity style interview.
That's what, look, the little bit I watched this morning, it felt like they were at a fucking frat house.
Exactly. The dog, we all know about the dog. Whatever
dog was over it.
It was an Australian Shepherd or a Sheltie or a Collie, because it was a merle color, so it would have been like a sable and brown merle. There's very few dog breeds that can be that color. So my bet is Australian Shepherd. So, or a mini Aussie. Love those dogs, by the way. Well, no, he wasn't. So I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it, and that's the bad part because as soon as they say that, you immediately fucking look down at his balls, no matter what happens. So he's sitting on the couch, and he's sitting like, see, I can't see, but he's sitting with his legs crossed like this, and the camera's pointed down at an angle so they can get all of them, not the backdrop, and it's pointed more down here, and they probably could see his balls. I don't fucking know. He's wearing shorts. He's not even wearing real shorts. He's wearing like fucking lounge around fucking shorts. I don't even fucking know.
I don't know. Look, I got to the part. I got to the part where he said, "I worked my ass off for a scholarship and he didn't give it to me, so I transferred."
Okay,
and
so
that was it. That was all I had to hear.
I'm gonna get into some of these topics, and I watched a lot of the people from before. A lot of the analysts talk about it and stuff like that. And okay, I don't care about the unkept couch. I don't care about the dog. I think the dog was cool. How's the dog doing? I thought the dog was cool as shit. My biggest issue was the consistent interruption in the middle of stories, and no follow-up questions to these stories. Like it literally was like they were two friends hanging out at a frat house just talking while they're drinking or whatever, and he's telling stories and they don't want to hear about it. But there was multiple times that I was just like, shut the fuck up, Mike. Nobody gives a fuck about your college baseball career. We don't give a fuck that you know athletes. Shut the fuck up. Go fucking cut your mullet. And I don't even know if he had a mullet, but god damn it, he had a hat on and the motherfucking shit was saved to the sides and the hair. I don't know what the fuck it was, but he looks like he wears a mullet. So, that was my biggest, those were some of my biggest issues. So a couple takes that I had. One, he said at one point in time he lived in a bubble. And that's because they were like, how do you deal with the pressure or whatever? He's like, I lived in a bubble. My parents were very good at doing this. Cool. You lived in a bubble. I lived in a bubble when I was a kid. I lived on base. You don't know it's a bubble, but it's a fucking bubble. But later on, he then said I lived in 8 different apartments during my high school. Wait, stop. Time out. Wait. How the fuck do you live in a bubble if you're moving around consistently? That to me just doesn't make sense. Like there's got to be like a bubble to me is stable, safe. This is my bubble. Not I'm moving around consistently in different apartments and not even houses, apartments. So how do you stay in a bubble when you live in 8 different apartments or whatever the fuck it is? So my mind was just shocked there. He lived in a hotel with his mom in Oklahoma. When they drove to Oklahoma. Again, not really a bubble. So it's a moving bubble. Not really a bubble. Again, the Oklahoma, let's go back to the Texas Tech part. I mean, he started talking about college. So Texas college, high school is huge. We all know this, right? Friday night lights and all this. He played in Austin. He played in Texas. And name the teams that gave him a Division I scholarship. New Mexico State, Rice, Florida Atlantic, Washington State, and I'm missing one other.
Army.
There you go. Army. So 5 of them. He played football in Texas and did not get a Division I scholarship offer from any fucking Texas school.
He had to walk on.
None. Just saying. That tells me something right there. So he walks on to Texas Tech. He starts 5 games as a freshman.
He only walked on because his dad forced him to.
Exactly, because he was going to go to Washington State or Florida Atlantic because of the beaches. So he goes to Texas Tech. So go to Texas Tech. You walk on. Great. Lovely. You start playing. You win 5 games. 5-0. You get injured. They don't give you your starting spot back. They tell you, oh, we have no scholarship. We don't have a scholarship for you. We might not have one for the fall. You get pissed and you transfer. No shit. You would have transferred. Later on in that interview, you say, oh, people say that I transferred because Patrick Mahomes came and took my spot. And because of the fact that he blew up in the NFL. And that wasn't it. I actually did his freshman interview or whatever, his freshman walk-on. First of all, Patrick Mahomes was on a what? Scholarship. You were not on a scholarship. They gave a freshman, a rookie quarterback, a high schooler, your fucking scholarship. You got pissed and fucking transferred. You transferred to Oklahoma. You walk on. To me, that just shows I'm not going to say I would not have stayed and stuck it out because I probably would not have. But if I'm not getting a scholarship offer from any place else, I might just work my ass off there. So then he goes to Oklahoma. He walks on there, does good, has his Heisman season. He was talking about the how at first he thought it was his sophomore year, but then or his junior year, then it ended up being his sophomore year, whole bunch of shit. In that interview, they had Orlando Brown, talked about that, Jaleel Peppers. He's named like 5 fucking all-pros.
Didi, Westbrook.
Westbrook, yeah. So tons of these people that they had. So he plays with them, has a Heisman season, gets drafted number 1. I'm going to let you guys know, I did not have a podcast when he got drafted number 1. But I talk so much shit about Baker Mayfield for 2 reasons. 1, motherfucker, you went to Oklahoma. No quarterback that came out of Oklahoma that I can think of, that I can remember, has actually done extremely well in the NFL. It might just be a fucking system. I don't know. Okay. Now we have Kyler Murray, but he's still just one playoff. So I don't fucking know. 2, you were the number 1 overall pick and decided to stay at home. You decided not to go to the draft, knowing you were in the running. You decided to sit the fuck at home and reenact Brett Favre getting drafted. Do y'all remember the photo? He says it was the day before. I was like, I'm getting Johnny Manziel vibes like a motherfucker from this dude. He cares more about the attention and the spotlight than getting to work. So he gets drafted by the Browns. He tells all his shit. Good. 4 coaches, 4 years. I completely agree with you. You didn't get a fair shake. Good. At one point in time, he said he missed a Denver Broncos game because of where he got drafted. He could sit out and knew he'd be safe. That game happened this year. Past season. He is now getting traded. He overestimates his ability worse than 40-year-old fucking me. So then they got into my biggest part that I hate, and I'm about to go on a very, very passionate rant, okay? I hate this to a fucking screw the Sooners anyway. Exactly. That's why they don't win national championships. I hate this to the fucking max. Mike started this. Mike, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You've never played at their level. Me neither. I haven't either. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But I hate how fans don't treat you guys like real people. That's why I'm not a sports fan. I'm a person people. And this guy over here is one of them. They don't treat you like you're real fucking people. You're real people. Oh my God. And then Baker jumps on that's like, I wish I could go to your cubicle and fucking boo you. Bitch, in case you didn't know, my motherfucking name is He Hate Me 702. Please come to my cubicle and boo the fuck out of me. I would love for that shit. I would love to get all that attention. Now, would I love to be in the public eye like you guys? No, I wouldn't. But guess what? I don't get paid $18 million a year. You pay me $18 million a year, and I decided to choose that path, then shut the fuck up. You know you don't hear talking about this shit? Brady. You never hear Brady going, I'm just a regular guy. People cheered when I got fucking injured. You never hear that. You know what you don't hear saying this shit? Manning. Never heard Manning go, I'm just a regular guy. Nope. Never. Didn't hear John Elway say it. I don't hear LeBron James say it. Now, LeBron James is bitch made. But he knows he's not just a regular fucking guy. You do not hear the stars say this. The only ones you hear say this are people that think they're stars or superstars. Now, I'm going to say Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a fucking superstar, but we all know he's fucking weird. He doesn't count. Okay? He doesn't fucking count. He's weird. Okay? So, when you say, yes, exactly, I'm right there with you. That kind of money, say whatever you want about me. I'll pat my exactly. Oh, the guy said, imagine if you fumbled a sales call. And you got reminded about this for years. And this is the problem I have with fucking athletes. You have no fucking touch on reality. None whatsoever. You're pissed because your team went and interviewed your replacement without talking to you or told you, hey, we're going to keep you as our quarterback. I'm sorry. Do you know how many people on a daily basis at a regular job see their replacement walk in for a fucking interview?
You know how many people at a regular job train their replacement?
Do you know how many people at a regular job get shit talked about them on a regular basis by their bosses and get fired with no fucking knowledge? Bitch, at least you got social media to let y'all motherfuckers know. I'm so, don't get me wrong. It's done wrong. You could be disrespected and pissed all you want, but don't bring this regular people shit in here. Motherfucker, we deal with shit on a regular basis. Do you know how many people work a job where they hate their boss because all they do is talk shit to them? No. Your boss talks shit to you. Guess what the fuck happens to you? You go to the media and he gets fucking fired. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm a regular person. People cheer because we get injured. Nobody gives a fuck. People cheer because all of our stuff is on site. You guess what? That happens in a real job. You could be great for 2 fucking years, and within 3 months, they fucking fire you for production. At least you still get paid, motherfucker.
But look at Sam's comment.
Exactly.
Why? Because he's watching YouTube.
What we all do, we do work, but we all can get fired. There's nothing like this notion that because you're an athlete, you have it so much more worse than normal people. No, your shit is on a public scale, and you chose to put it on a public scale by joining the NFL. You can't tell me in this day and age you didn't know this shit would happen. Maybe if you were in 1990 and played till 2010, maybe Vince Carter, you could say that. But no, you chose that. And again, you could decide to go work a regular fucking job. You're still getting paid. Baker, you made more money than we will ever see and could go and work in a corporate world. Oh, how many athletes fail with stuff when they get out of being athletes? Oh, there's so many athletes that's why? Because y'all motherfuckers you don't have a touch of reality. You literally think, oh, nobody cares that we're fucking, nobody gives a fuck about us. Bitch, you go out there and I'm getting paid. You play a game that all of us have played. And you bitch and complain and get paid tons of money and get mad because fans, which are fanatics, give you shit. And then turn around and say, I wish I could go to your cubicle and fucking boo you. Bitch, do you know how much shit?
Hey, it's like I told you. Hey, you're more than welcome to come to my cubicle, but just remember, we ain't playing football.
Just to give you, I'll give you a perfect idea, Baker. I know you're not watching this, but all you motherfucking athletes, I think you guys are fucking the shit. Let me tell you how a regular day goes at certain people's job. I happen to work in loaning and finance. Sometimes my store has to do collections. I was helping a store out. I got a fucking phone call. The guy said, fuck you, bop, 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 fuck you. I was like, I'm sorry. Who are you? He's like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers call me all the fucking time, even though I don't want to fucking pay. So how the fuck you like when I call you? I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Who am I talking to? Fuck you, bitch. Boop. Okay, I'm sorry. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't even know that fucking dude. I don't give a fuck. You know what I did? Brushed it off, went back to fucking work. Who gives a fuck? Don't take shit so personally. That's what we tell everybody at our jobs. If you get cussed out for not doing something right at your job, yeah, if your boss does it, you take it personally. If a customer does it, you just let it fucking go. How many times we got customer complaints against us for stupid shit? There's a fucking word called Karen. That shit is real. Motherfuckers all the fucking time. Bitch, at least when they go to your manager, you can talk. And if they don't like you and you happen to be in the beginning of your contract and think you're good, the team may fire your fucking coach. Motherfucker, you had 4 head coaches. Bitch, they fired all your managers and kept your ass. I don't know any staff that goes through 4 fucking managers in 4 years. Some of them motherfuckers, and the assistants are definitely getting fired. And let's be honest, the quarterback is basically the on-field assistant. So I'm just tired of this notion that because we're regular people, we don't understand the life that you guys go through. Because you're superstars or you make tons of money and you live in a different world than we do, you don't understand the life that we go through. And yes, you're right. You are used for entertainment. I'm sorry. Here we go. Last person I'm going to say. fucking actors. I've never in my fucking life heard it. Fucking Halle Berry still gets shit for Catwoman. Halle Berry got a Razzie Award for Catwoman and went and accepted it. Shia LaBeouf gets shit talked about him all the fucking time. But y'all motherfuckers want to sit here and go, oh my God, I fumbled the ball, so now I'm known as the butt fumble. Shut up. Fucking step into the real world. Go undercover boss and work at a fucking job. I'm not saying any job. We could pick fast food. We could pick fucking Walmart. Please go work at Walmart. Oh my God, the shit you'll see. We could pick fucking Target. You could pick a corporation. You could pick whatever the fuck you want to pick. Just look at the Washington Commanders. Look at all them fucking employees. And you gonna talk shit. Just look at a football team in the NFL that has the dirtiest fucking front office ever and has so many assaults and harassments against it, and you gonna talk shit about them and they couldn't say shit. Shut the fuck up. God, I hate these bitch-made ass athletes. Him, Ben Simmons, and all of them. Seems not many people these days like their jobs. I'm gonna be honest. I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I no longer work in. I work in corporate now, so I see a corporate aspect of it. But I really like my job. But there's multiple times.
I don't think that it's people don't like their jobs. People don't like their managers,
or the way that the companies take advantage of them. Bitch, you're talking about getting taken advantage of, motherfucker. Walmart pays people minimum wage. They're the richest country. McDonald's gets a franchise fee, gets money off of the profit from their franchisee owners off the top, and charges them rent because they own the fucking real estate. You talk about bitches getting taken advantage of, and because you're on TV and you decided to play fucking horrible, and you decided to play injured, which athletes should stop doing this. I don't know why you still do. And your team decided to move on from you. Shut the fuck up. And Mike, shut up.
Here's my thing. So, Las Vegas just had that job fair.
Yep.
On Friday. So every single job offered at that job fair started at $18 an hour. I work for the state government and barely make more than $18 an hour.
Wait, not everybody that is at those jobs currently make $18 an hour.
Right.
Just let y'all, fuck you, Baker. Oh, you know what? And just again, I know what I am. I am very erratic. I know it. I know who I am. But if I was going to do something and put something out there, like when I go to the interview, I don't act the same fucking way. If I'm going to put something out there, something out on tape to show people what the fuck I want, and they have called me immature, unadult, and my first response is to go on a YouTube character with fucking Joe Dirte of 2022 fucking Chubbs in the background and put my balls on the table with fucking Bolt next to me. Shut the fuck up. I don't know how we can respect you. I went into the interview hoping that I would like you more. I was like, maybe he's going to do his heart and soul, but he didn't. He gave
you balls.
It's like if him, Ben Simmons, and Mr. Rogers got together drinking fucking alcohol-free Heineken. Like, fuck. I didn't fucking know.
It said fucking alcohol-free what?
Heineken. I've seen those commercials. You know the dumbass commercials where everybody's taking a cheer and you got soda and you can't cheer and they slide you an alcohol-free Heineken?
They're not even drinking real alcohol. They're drinking
because they're fucking bitch made. And they're getting drunk off of it. We're gonna be real. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would have rather you go on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing podcast. I don't know. It's just I'm done with that. I'm done with him. Fuck Baker. Baker, I don't know where you're gonna go. Heineken O. That's what it's called. Heineken O. I don't know where you're gonna go drinking not. I was like, you're fucking. That sure feels the same, but you know it, right? Oh my god! Oh my god! That might be comment of the year. Oh my fucking god! That might be comment of the year. Drinking non-alcoholic beers like fucking Ugas. Sure feels the same, but you know it ain't right. Oh, we need to put that on the comment of the year. We need to put that on fucking TikTok. Heineken 0. Oh, it was 0. My bad. I thought it was Heineken O for. Oh, this ain't right. Okay, so. All right, Jeremy, you got anything else you want to say, my dog? Hey, Kansas, why do you do this all the time?
I think we got to end it on that comment.
I think that's a perfect way to go out. I'm just gonna leave that up there as we roll out. Remember, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter down below. That's where you get most of our beef and everything. I love beef. Make sure you follow us on Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Shout out to Sam from Dudes on the Couch, David Young, and I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but we're definitely giving him a follow and the other podcast to follow as soon as we get off. So we're going to get up out of here. Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out.
Put me in, coach.